to TAZS Wig Closet. This is Taz. Today I'm going to present a brand new style by Raquel Welch. This is Going Places in the color Golden Pecan, which is RL1388. This wig was provided and the video is sponsored by wigstudio1.com. Be sure to go out to wigstudio1.com to find this style. And if you decide to purchase, use the code BEAUTIFULYOU for a 30% off discount. Going Places is an angled cropped bob with lots of curl and volume. Let's first take a look at this color. This is the first time that I have seen this color, RL1388 Golden Pecan. It's a bit of a precarious color. I'll tell you why. It starts with a very light sandy brown shade, and then mixed within that are highlights of a pale gold blonde. However, in certain light, this kind of gives off a caramel brown color. And even though it's considered to be sandy, which is more on the neutral end of things, even honey and beige kind of fall into that category. I always say that if it ain't ash, it's warm. And this ain't ash. So I feel like this is more neutral to warm. And it's a light brown shade that has no gold. There's so much to love about Going Places. First of all, this is a true to life fiber style. It's heat friendly up to 350 degrees. However, it is very much practical length, which will give it a lot of nice longevity. So let's talk about those specs. We're looking at about an 8.5 inch front piece. This is going to stretch below the chin even in its curl pattern. There's lots of layering, so you'll find another 8.5 layer here off of the crown down. There's a 3-inch nape and another 7.5 layer here on the sides. It's kind of a slightly and softly angled style. Lots of wave and volume back there. A slightly beveled back as well. And that nape at 3 inches is sufficient to cover most hairlines. This style has a temple to temple lace front and a left monofilament side part. Let's take a look. Raquel Welch, this is their Memory Cap 3 design. It's extremely comfortable, stretchy. It kind of molds to your individual head shape. The knots are very fine there, as you can tell. It's just barely noticeable. That's my little widow's peak coming out, and that's always a great sign because that tells me that that lace blends in so nicely with the skin tone. And that left monofilament part goes nearly back to the crown and gives a nice realistic touch. Now those highlights are pretty well distributed nicely throughout. It's not really banded or concentrated there at the lace front. So it's all the rage right now to see these extremely choppy, shattered, textured, and razored looks on bobs like this. Now this one's a little bit different. I feel like this curl pattern is just very softly tousled. I don't think that it's quite as heavily razored and tapered at the ends as some. So that just really softens the look, makes it look very feminine and appropriate for all ages. The True to Life fibers by Raquel Welch feel very soft and velvety to me. They just have an extreme soft touch to it, lots of beautiful movement, very little shine involved with the colors. So if you own other True to Life styles by Raquel Welch, then you realize that these fibers are about average in denier. And the densities are just as much as the other ones as well. So we're talking about just an average density. This style is right out of the box. I have not used any product or heat appliances. So this is basically what it looks like. I put it on, I kind of swirl around just to set these fibers free and flesh out the style. So if you like styles like Noriko's Dolce or even Beltress Tia Maria, a beautiful softly angled short bob cut like this, I think you're going to love Raquel Welch Going Places. One last thing I want to talk about is the permatease on this style. You will find permatease all around the mono part, at the crown, a little bit at the back, but very, very delicate permatease. It's not a It's not a big pillowy type of permatease. The volume is being created by the layers and the wave in this style. There's very little at the back, none at the nape, and virtually none here at the temple. Here's another beautiful cap by Raquel Welch on the style Going Places. A temple to temple lace front. It does not extend back into the ear tab. It does move seamlessly back into a left monofilament side part. There's a felted ear tab. Nice length on that ear tab and very long sturdy stays for good coverage. It has a standard velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. This is a part of their Memory Cap 3 series. It does have silicone lined weft liners there. It gives it a lot of great stretch and security. On this cap, I did struggle to find the appropriate adjustment for a petite average circumference. I have those Velcro adjusters in as far as they can go, and it still was very large on me. For the styling segment, I just want to give you a couple of tips. I don't have a water bottle here, or I would demonstrate how to spray water on this style to give it, to bring out this texture a little bit more. So if you want a real tousled, undone look on this style, I would just take some water, kind of lightly mist it around this fringe, and then just scrunch it in, and that will bring out all of that beautiful texture. So another tip I want to give you on how to maintain this style and all the volume that comes with it. Here I have a wide tooth comb. What I want to avoid in this case is taking the comb and just kind of running it down through, okay? So you can do that, it glides through very nicely, but then you've kind of lost some of that volume and texture. So what I would do is I would start at the bottom. I wouldn't even use a comb unless I need to, but I would lift up those top layers and start at the bottom, just kind of pick with my hand, and then layer by layer, I would pick with my hand until I reach that top layer. And that brings out the texture. So you want to work with these layers from the bottom to the top, and that will give each of those layers some definition, and it will help them stay that way all day long. I have my readers on today that fit nicely between the ear and the ear tab. There's very little density or permatease there, so I feel like I get a nice secure fit. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been a review of the Raquel Welch Going Places. in the color Golden Pecan, RL1388. Be sure to check this out at wigstudio1.com. See you next time on TAZS Wig Closet.